Ew. Oh shit.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Lady de Sardet.
I have come to inform you of the existence of a secret camp, created by the Inquisitors of the Ordo Luminis. From what we know, they abduct natives and take them there to torture them, and convert them by force. And those who refuse to renounce their faith, despite their suffering, are shot in cold blood.
What? Where did you hear such things?
From the natives themselves, Mother Cardinal. But surely Bishop Domitius will be able to tell us more about it.
This is nothing but a web of lies that those pagan natives invented to harm us, Your Eminence. There's nothing here that could...
Enough, Domitius. If the natives are complaining to the congregation about the exactions of the Inquisition,
I'm gonna follow.
it is our duty to intervene.
In that case, we should act fast, Your Eminence. Because one of these native clans is getting ready for an assault. They managed to find the camp and are gathering their troops.
You today.
I implore you to dissuade them, Your Excellency. It is our duty to fix this situation. I wouldn't want the natives to think that we were letting them suffer without doing anything. Since you seem to know all the details of this matter, will you agree to lead my troops?
You want me to lead the offensive on this bastion of the Inquisition?
Yes. Of course, you would be leading a troop of guards, which I will immediately put at your disposal. Go to the barracks and show this mandate to the quartermaster. He will ensure that you are provided with the men you need. As for me, I pray the Enlightened will guide you in this terrible task. Domitius, if I find out you had anything to do with this, you will pay for it with your life.
Your Eminence.
Mother Cardinal is actually one of the good religious folk here. She liked the Mother Cardinal. Not a fan of their faith, but he's a good person. Domitius, on the other hand, he can get gutted. It feels longer for some.
Carans, do you need something?
I must leave.
Time for her quest.
It's blocked.
Locked. Why would it send me into a door that I can't transfer over to the barracks from.
We'll make you dance, land dwellers.
As if you're 2 hits. That's quite pathetic. All your stuff is mine. Money in my pocket.
And what can I do for you?
Hola, buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás? Yo hablo español piquito piquito.
Here. The Mother Cardinal gave me this mandate for you to supply me with some troops.
Everything looks perfectly in order. May I ask you what this is about?
Some members of the Ordo Luminis built a camp to convert the natives by force. Her Eminence wishes to put an end to what could lead to a war between Thélème and the natives.
I see. It was high time someone put an end to the dangerous zealousness of these Inquisitors. I will order the men I have here to assemble in the courtyard. Do not worry. I will send you my best. I just need to explain the mission to them, and they'll be on their way. Soldiers, the Mother Cardinal is sending you to fight under the orders of Her Excellency de Sade. You will have to put an end to the crimes committed by the Inquisition in a nearby fort. I expect you to obey the orders of Her Excellency without question. For Thélème, for the Guard, fight with honor! Comrades, pack your bags. We're leaving at once.
Fight with honor!
For the coin and the enlightened.
Oh. Vientas. Huh.
Here comes our pay, boys!
Actually gotta look up that word. I actually don't know that word. That's like the one thing throw me off here. They're walking. Why did they choose Swahili? Oh, that's just wild. Never learned that word.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
You know, a lot of loot. Ah, okay. Yeah, I got study. Have you? I just had to figure out while and background. I'm glad I'm relaxing for you. Oh, it's over there. Wait. I should... Oh! Cancelled my... Oh, cancelled that side of the class. Good. Do I need that side of the quest? Thing up is need Siora's quest line. Set in stone. The previous quest and the Trial of the Waters. Trial of the Waters. Thank you for subscribe. Welcome. Just trying to figure out how to get Siora's quest because it's dependent on this quest. When you take it. I hope I don't have to roll this back that much. I managed to get through the game without looking anything up so far, but I remember from the first time I played this game that there was something up with this, like, interlocking quest that was very sensitive. Okay, Trials of Water. The main mission, face to face with the demon. Oh, I have to inform him about Victimin. Okay. What is it with the Ordo Luminous and siding with, the choice on how to complete it? Oh, that kicks the Ordo Luminous off the island. Okay. Uh, okay, so see what I have to go for the right direction because yours after dealing with the main quest. Still a side quest. That's not the one I wanted, but it's fine. It works. To check. Okay, so friendly with Teleme. I'm friendly with the natives. I'm nice with the coin guard and the congregation. I need to get the knots and the bridge alliance up.
Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go!
There's a lot of them. There's a lot of bandits.
Our men are ready, Your Excellency. They're awaiting.
Perfect. Our objective is located beyond this cliff. The Inquisitors are not expecting us. We have the element of surprise. Let's make good use of it.
Understood, Your Excellency. We'll be discreet.
Let's find a vantage point to get a better overview of this fort.
So, this is the Inquisitor's fort. I knew we should be wary of their foolish zealousness.
There's no turning back. I hope that you are all ready. Most of their troops seem to be outside, as if they sense we are coming. The prisoners are most likely inside, in some basement perhaps. And it seems as if there are some in the right wing as well.
Most of the fighting will take place outside. The priests are at a disadvantage in confined spaces.
We must strike quickly if we want to make good use of the element of surprise.
What are your orders, Your Excellency?
We're behind the camp where there are fewer guards. Getting inside will prove less troublesome from this side. We will conduct 2 near-simultaneous assaults. The first, larger group will attack from the front to cause chaos in the enemy ranks. As for me, my companions and I will get inside the building from the back and sneak into the basement. We will set as many prisoners free as we can and use the opportunity to search the building. Once you have eliminated the troops in the front of the building, focus on the right wing.
At your orders. Should we keep a few men here to catch any potential runners?
Indeed, an excellent suggestion. Are you ready for the assault?
We're ready, Your Excellency.
In that case, conduct the assault as soon as you are in position.
Okay, so they're going around the other way. There are stealth attacks. Never figured that out. did they not see that?
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this feint!
Let's hurry and reach the prisoners before the Inquisitors kill them.
There's a door.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
We intervened quickly, thankfully. Let's find the keys to them. I don't have the key. Wait here for now. We are still fighting outside.
Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if we can ward off this feint!
I think that was the last of the Inquisitors. The fort is safe now. We're done here. Let's lend a hand to our allies outside, as there are still some prisoners there.
Where are they?
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
Come on, you chicken! Come and fight!
Let's see what you're capable of. Come on. Let's see what you're capable of.
These prisoners have been dead for days. There's no one left to set free. Let's get out of here.
weirdly shaped fortress.
How did the battle go for you?
Your plan was successful, Your Excellency. We won a resounding victory.
Congratulations. We were able to set the prisoners free. They were completely exhausted, but alive. I would like for you to escort them to the closest village.
At your command, Your Excellency.
Once this is done, you can return to your garrison. And do not worry. The Mother Cardinal will be informed of your valor in combat.
I might as well run all the way.
Your Eminence,
Lady de Sardet.
We managed to dismantle the Ordo Luminis, and while we were there, we gathered proof of their exact...
Domitius, you will have to answer for the actions of your order on this island.
Your Eminence,
Enough. There will be an investigation. I hope that I will not discover that you were involved in this matter. In any case, you will have to explain your... But please, continue, Your Excellency.
The guard served you well, and bravely followed your order.
They will be thanked and rewarded for it. But it is to you, without your intervention, Thélème as a whole would have appeared as a monster.
It was my pleasure, Mother Cardinal.
Yeah, Deidre is in another zone. For a second, I thought it was in the same zone. Like, what? I do some heavy inventory. Good necklace. Okay. Wait a minute. Second, I thought it was the old equipment.
What do you seek?
I have come to tell you that we have taken care of the...
You thought we weren't capable of fighting the Soul Lasser and of...
That's not it. I thought it was my duty to inform the woman who represents Tele... She's the commander of the Soul Lasser, and she was furious when she heard about their actions. She made a point of punishing them herself, and of having your people set free as a token of good faith.
I understand. She's proven a respectable queen, and you have proven an ally. I thank you for your help on Almanawi. From now on, you have our gratitude and our trust. From this day forward, you are a Karant. Anything more?
I need to be going.
Gwawalem seg.
Nice.
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave.
No point. Oh, we got 2 attributes. I don't know what to put them in. Guess I should check in with all the villages.
Hello, Mev.
Renoixe.
I have to go.
I'm not sure that I want.
Why is there's no side quests?
According to Lady Mirange's instructions, the ruins should be in this area.
Morning.
Bear tear to mud, stay up.
Mind shaker.
Never mind.
Bertir to mad, Renaigse. Are you looking for a guide?
Do you offer services as a guide?
Sometimes I take Renaigse to a good fishing place. They give me beautiful, but right now we have to be careful. There have been accidents with the Tenlins. Did you want anything else?
I must go.
Bertir to man.
Beware of the Tenlands, Renaigse. They attack everyone they see, and now for a long while. Our village is no longer at peace. Every day we must fight. We will soon be forced to leave.
The Tenlin.
Bertir to mud. Why are you wearing the same clothes as a Renaigse?
EnVtuber.
Really no one here to
Oi, Renaigse. Are you a hunter? I am skilled, but unable to chase away all of these Tenlans alone. Our village barely survives.
There's a Tenlin.
Up there. This is the tree. The ruins Lady Morange told us about. But I do not know how to get there. The path collapsed.
Some of the tunnels in the mine may lead to it. We should go there.
The entrance to Qualosone is here. The people of the village might be able to teach us a few things.
Hello, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, it is an honor.
Good day. What can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the ruins on the plateau?
You aren't the first to ask me about them, but the answer is still the same. I've nothing to tell you. Not that I wouldn't want to. There must have been a path once upon a time.
Some say...
It's certainly possible, I would say. The iron ore. It doesn't come out of the ground by itself. Do you need anything else?
Tell me about the mines.
It wasn't us that first dug them out. They really... It takes little, seeing as how there are... But the time will...
Into the mines. Oh, new path.
It's not possible just now.
Chest. Have to walk back.
Good grief. These
nice town up here.
Here we are. These are the ruins that Lady Lorene spoke to us about.
I'll drown myself with the morning tide if these buildings are of native construction.
Explore the area. Something may give away the identity of the architects.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Potion if you want to cast more spells. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Potion if you want to cast more. Bit of poison on my blade. And let's go! If you can ward off this fate!
This seal. I know the insignia, even if it has become more detailed in recent decades. It's hard to believe my eyes.
What nation does it belong to?
This is the ancient coat of arms of Serene. It's a congregation seal. Let's continue to dig. I need to know more. I need to understand.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Potion if you want to cast more spells.
This journal confirms what we suspected. A continental nation had once attempted to colonize the island with the help of the Nords, and they were repulsed. From what I was able to decipher, few of them actually managed to escape.
I should have known as soon as we discovered those ruins that we were not foreign to these lands.
The major part of the journal has faded, and I'm not able to make out the name of the author. I don't think we will learn anything else here. No possible doubt remains. All the clues point in the same direction. The people from the sea who built these ruins and confronted the natives. They were us.
It's difficult to admit. And to think that I turn to you to help us against the Bridge Alliance. I do not judge you guilty of the crimes of your ancestors. But this story is known.
I know this will not help our relations with your people. That is certain.
And to think we helped you. I'm having trouble dealing with this, even if it does explain a lot. We're gonna have to keep this story under lock and key. The natives are not gonna swallow it easily without a long chew.
This must be the reason they kept us in the dark. Constantine is going to be furious when he learns this.
Cousin! You have returned.
You don't look well.
Nothing. Nothing terribly bad in any case. I must have eaten something.
It seems to me that this illness has been lingering too long. Who prepares your meals?
No one is poisoning me, fair cousin. We are far from court and their customs. It's nothing. Now then, what do you have to tell me?
We had a talk with Lady Morange, and we explored the ruins that she suggested we visit. All our findings point to one conclusion. Those ruins were originally built by the Congregation of Merchants.
The Congregation? Us? But Father never once even hinted. Once again, he must have deemed me unworthy to know the secret.
Constantine.
We need to learn more. I want to understand. I need to know everything my father has kept from. This question also concerns you. You look too much like a native for that to be a coincidence. Since we cannot bombard my father with questions, others here must give us the congregation, even in the past, could not have made it to this island without help. We are pitiful sailors.
You were thinking of us. But I assure you that I know nothing of this story.
You are perhaps simply not aware, but your admiral stationed... Go and find her, cousin. Try to learn...
Very well.
Anything else?
I don't know if I should turn this quest in or not. Okay, where We're like a third to halfway through.
I wanted to inform you of our progress. As you advised me, I followed the leads shared by... However, they pointed in the same direction. Towards a sort of god that the natives worship. They call him Enon Mil Frichteman, the god of...
How can you be sure that it's not some sort of myth? Even as...
I saw it take shape with my own eyes, during a ritual. It is possible that the Malachor is the...
You are referring to the secret we unearthed. The entire continent is paying today for the errors of our grandparents.
But if it were true, he must also be able to...
Princess, could you shed some light on this being? Is it possible to meet...
All the Doneigada know him. He is the strength, the spirit of Tirfredi. You were looking for a demon or a remedy from plants, so I did not think of him. But yes, he is very powerful and as old as our world. He could surely... But it is not simple to meet him. Impossible, I would think. Though it is not my place to judge, you need to earn the trust of Glendan, the elder of the council. Ask him. He lives in the village of Dorchad Genedu. It is in the heart of our island, at the entrance to our most sacred lands.
Thank you for your help, Princess. I will not forget the numerous... And thank you, fair cousin.
Karantz, do you need something?
I must leave you.
My dear child, what...
I will see you later.
Take care, my child.
Come closer, good people. The cure is you'll find all you need in our...
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island. Ruins that, after careful scrutiny, were built by the congregation. In one of them, we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions. Questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the Pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the Pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
I need to be going. And...
My dear child.
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on...
The Nauts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans. I suppose that...
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met with... And she advised me to speak to you.
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already they look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Thélème, and refuse to express their faith. It is possible they have decided to target the Nauts. We will need to speak with those on Thélème lands. And of course, seek out the Bishop Domitius.
I will see you later.
Take care, my child.
Karantz, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Fucking time.
Hello, milady. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. De Sardet, your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Thélème. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then two of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men. I implore you. More questions?
Thanks. I've got...
Fernando and the Admiral are close. When she was captain, he was her chief mate. She trusts him completely. That's why she put him in charge of the management of the port of San Mateus.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information. Good day. I am looking for several sailors. Some Nauts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. But I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the Mage Inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere, and they spend their times especially eyeing all but the...
And what do these Mage Inquisitors...
They wear a very peculiar...
We cannot question all the Inquisitors roaming around the port. Good day. I'm looking for two men, Nauts, that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation. He was telling these stories. He went outside for a moment to, you can imagine, and well, he never came back. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that's where we should go. If we find Inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here.
In favor of the knot.
We're approaching the tavern.
If we want to eavesdrop on conversations, we should be discreet.
They expected me to go behind those boxes.
When are we going to act? Our men are twiddling their thumbs, and that's bad for their morale. Let's not even speak about the guards at the prison. Who likes having clandestine prisoners in their jails?
You are impatient. We haven't been able to get out of them what we need to hear, but it won't be long. Then we can act and launch the grand purification of the Nauts. While waiting, keep your men on a leash, especially those in the jails. If the Mother Cardinal learns that you are detaining Nauts in a cell in your barracks...
We'll be in muddy waters, but then you will too. No need to remind me.
They're gone.
I cannot believe that these lunatics dared to capture some of my brothers to interrogate. We must set them free from the Coin's jail as soon as possible. As for this talk of purification, it gives me shivers. Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
And if I gave you this so that you might go and have...
In that case, I could certainly look.
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those Inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some...
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe thank you again for freeing it.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification, before they can execute their plan. We should go and see this Domitius after all. What he will tell us may help us understand.
Confusing. Or looping around one little bit. So difficult. I rated it earlier.
Yes?
I believe you have a few problems with the Nauts who reside.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my daughter. And they are very secretive. And have all sorts of sorcery they employ to and to top it all off. And this is where it stings.
Whatever do you mean?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the blood plague? The only logical reason is that I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals.
What a nest of absurdities.
What other reaction would you expect from...
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Chase Goose. She could stab him right.
Good day, Desade. How can I help you?
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nauts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor, because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Thanks. I've got... The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Naut's secrets. But the documents at the Harbour Master's office may teach us something new. If we can stay discreet.
Go around the other way.
This note speaks of a secret hangar. We should investigate, even though it's sure to be well guarded. That way, we'll know exactly what the Nords are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
Notice they never put the letter back. They pick up the letter, they read the letter, and they keep it.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic or impure therein. They are nothing but measuring instruments. These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
Does not look like something used to measure the depths of the ocean. It looks like a planetarium. You can very obviously see that it's just our solar system. Except, pattern is really close.
And that, it looks like a thermometer.
It's not.
Does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be.
It's not a barometer.
Either, I can tell you that.
These instruments are incredible, and I would be hard-pressed to use them.
It's a gyroscope.
There's nothing magic in here, nor anything diabolical, for as long as they work and are really used. These instruments seem to... And I have definitely found nothing related to the Malachor. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of naught...
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your...
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of...
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Come closer. Don't hesitate. All of our products are in the lesser.
Protect me and see who the...
And let's go! Let's see if you can...
Probably shouldn't.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness. Your Eminence.
Lady de Sade?
I must...
Naturally.
Yes?
I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his orders. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the natives and use a nature. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of...
That is an extremely serious accusation.
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof, other than the Naut tradition of secrecy. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the fragile peace of the island. The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the...
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear. I got wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack, a great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naut building and imprison every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Nauts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Nauts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Nauts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Good day, Desade.
Thanks.
Karantz, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminis. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir Fredee was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander? But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't believe it. That for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go see him.
My child, I understand that this revelation is upsetting. I wish I had the right words to comfort you. In any case, you do not have to be ashamed of your ancestry. This island is at the very core of all our faiths.
Come closer, good people.
It was kind of obvious to me.
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters, like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see. I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black. Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine.
Shit, I might have to reload.
It's an error. It might be something else.
I'm going to die.
No. No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I'm dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't...
Constantine, I am here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
I don't know. You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that cannot be dealt with later.
But please, please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story. Believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother was captured from here during one of them. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
Your fair cousin. No. All the lies that we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told I am the spitting image of my dead father, lost during an expedition. I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my fair cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day. Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Lockout.
Why did you send your men away, and what?
I gotta restart the game. I'm supposed to do the other quest first. Yeah. Spiders. Like autosave looks like it was before I talked to Constantine. It's before I talked to Constantine. Don't talk to him.
You have returned. The rule is still the same, you know.
I am Siora, daughter of Vladne, daughter of Meb. My mother, the Mal of the Red Spears, was a member of the council.
All here remember, and the Vorst Tirse. She was a courageous Mal, but you are not yet Mal in her stead, and you do not carry her seal. I am sorry, Siora. I cannot...
I beg your pardon. I did not know.
If I cannot enter, perhaps you could tell the Elder of the Council that I request an audience.
Glendon cannot speak with you, Legate. Times are difficult, and he only accepts to meet the members of the Council or their representatives.
How can I prove that I am the representative of one of them?
If you are a trusted friend of a Council member, he will give you his seal, and we would know it. I will then be glad to allow you to enter. You would be the first Renaigse to obtain such an...
I will return later.
If you have a seal, you will be welcome. If not, you are waste...
Karans, do you need something?
I must leave you.
How do I get a seal?
What brings you here?
I must leave. Yeah, okay, I did those. Oh, I have to do Suffering of Constantine.
many different things interconnected. Okay, so it is time to progress for not up. What? Reuben. Check that out.
Captain Reuben?
Aye, the man himself.
De Sardet, legate of the and I'm sure you know Mike.
Vasco. Oh, do not worry. The Seahorse.
I'm sure, Reuben.
What brings you here?
The Admiral told me that you were the new captain.
The Seahorse? But you did the crossing. You know it as well as me. Did you want to know anything else?
That'll be all, Captain.
De Sardet.
I need to be going.
Let me actually go and check on the bridge.
Lady de Sardet.
Enough pleasantries, Excellency. They are a dull canter after such treachery.
I beg your pardon? What are you talking?
Have you forgotten that after sending me to save your servants, that you then again sought my assistance? According to you, I needed only to convince the Tiana Hakkadactus to provide us with a remedy. But you used me like a pawn, seeking...
I cannot understand. I was certain that the witch doctor would refuse to help us. They have us marked down as enemies. And I had good reason to believe that you would not resort to physical persuasion.
You were even ready to use brute force against your own allies.
Whatever do you mean?
After wounding the Tiana, your spy attempted to kill me, Excellency. And you dare to tell me that my anger is exaggerated. Can I remind you that to assassinate a legate is to declare war against her sovereign?
I never... I promise you that I had no... That man went beyond his orders, I assure you. I implore you. Please accept my sincerest and...
I can only give you the benefit of the doubt for now, Your Excellency. In the meantime, you need not keep a candle lit for the return of your sire. He paid for his audacity with his life.
He would have been made to answer for such infamy, I assure you. Once again, I apologize sincerely for this crime. It should never have happened. In any case, we need to get our hands on this woman. The remedy is perhaps...
There never was a remedy. It was a wild goose chase. Perhaps even some sort of machination.
No. That is terrible. This is a great setback. How could I have been so naive? What a shame. I am truly sorry. Would you like to speak with me about any other subject?
Can you tell me anything about
Your question is most surprising. Are you not pleased?
Yes, but I would like to know my companions.
I understand. Afra was a brilliant pupil, yet some of the other sages do not. Perhaps it is because she is a woman of the field, or it could also be her strong will. In any case, you can rely wholeheartedly on...
I have to go.
Farewell, my lady.
It was a bit more charged than I expected, but that's... I'm so used to having assassins after me. You legitimately just... It was actually me. I went up to talk to him. I legitimately forgot that one of his spies tried to assassinate me. I completely forgot. Seems like those quests are not activating either. We really do have to go into the...
Cousin, you couldn't pick a better time.
I was able to get the whole story out of that. As
The
but few that's
what do you
the
mean?
concording. Your
I don't... If it's you... Keep this... Bring in the other... Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell...
Silence! We have little time and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. In the three...
This is madness.
How? You haven't...
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary. Definitely. But never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No, we must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where your conspirators are?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off the heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now. We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirage.
We must hurry, before the guard can act.
Bit of poison on my blade, and let's go! You want to cast more spells?
Lord Minister, the Coin Guard wants to take control of the island by assassinating all...
The guard is everywhere.
We will do everything in our power to... Come now.
I'll follow you.
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go! To my help! And death to the others!
Lord de Corsillon, the Coin Guard tried to assassinate my cousin, and is plotting the same actions against the other governors.
So, they have finally done it. Such proximity to power is a terrible temptation. It was only a question of time before they succumbed.
We should have paid more attention to your lessons. We might have been able to avoid all this. Follow me. I'm taking you somewhere safe.
I'm coming.
On my blade. And let's go! my help, and death to the others! Potion if you want to cast more spells.
Locked. We've reached the cellar. It looks like a good place to hide. Constantine, promise me that you will stay here until we secure the city.
Do I even have a choice? Here I am, consigned to my quarters like some broken old maid.
Like someone ill, Constantine. Someone who is dear to me. And the city wouldn't survive your loss.
You have such a way with words. Very well.
Let's go then.
And come.
You will be safe here.
Thank you, my friend. I will never forget what you've done for me.
You are safe here.
You have my eternal gratitude, Excellency. We owe you our lives.
Lady Mirage, make ready to depart. We cannot remain here.
But what is going on?
The Coin Guard has decided to take control of the Isle. They plan to overthrow the governors. They were set on assassinating Constantine and his entire entourage.
The idiots!
You are in danger. Do you know a safe place we could take you?
Don't worry about me. I have friends here. They will hide me. Go! And do be careful.
Take a potion if you want to cast more.
Come closer, good people. The cure is wine.
You'll find all you need in it. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you. Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon. Welcome. Have you seen anything? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. The cure and wine from the continent.
First forge and tear for a day. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Potion if you want to cast more spells.
Messenger, be ready to leave at once. You must warn the governor of Hikmet that a conspiracy is underway targeting him.
It's just that I can't leave the city just yet.
What are you talking about? The order comes from the governor. What more do you need?
It's just that I was told if I left the city today, it would cost me my life.
Who said that? The commander's men, I suppose.
I don't really know, but they were heavily armed and they pay very well.
And so you are prepared to betray your prince and country for a few coins. Don't you understand that the reason I am standing before you is because the guard failed to take this city? Do you know the punishment reserved for traitors?
Very well. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Potion if you want to cast more.
Now is not the time. Make preparations to leave. I have a message to communicate immediately to the governor of San Mateus. You must tell the Mother Cardinal that the Coin Guard is preparing a coup d'etat. Her life and those of her entourage are in grave danger.
Very well, Your Excellency.
The commander must be in his upstairs quarters preparing the attack. We should try to reach him discreetly.
We could try to go through the tavern's kitchen.
That's one way to do it. Or we could use the scaffolding to access the upper floor directly. But it's visible from the dormitories. And I know that the young recruits were ordered to stay there.
They will not suspect us if we're wearing guard uniforms. Do you know where the 3 lieutenants you told us about are located?
Ludger is an instructor. He'll be in the right wing of the barracks. As for the other 2, they'll be at the tavern. Olga and Werner are in charge of the guards' secondary activities. In the basement.
I see. Our priority should still be to stop Torsten. We will worry about the others later.
That Coin Guard? That's
But what are you doing here? Civilians are not allowed to enter the compound. Lay down your arms and surrender.
That's not happening.
Bit of poison on my brain. And let's go!
We've arrived too late.
Do you know where Torsten could have gone?
No. but we'll certainly find some information about it in these papers. Torsten suspected that I would denounce him, and he was prepared to leave this place. We must catch up to him. He cannot get away with this.
Let's go.
Torsten is a snake, but he's clever. Apparently, he suspected I would refuse to follow his orders.
He must have been told about our attack on the ghost camp and drew his own conclusions. He knew you better than you thought he did.
The guard, we're moving out. Break camp. We are no longer welcome here. And so, these snake oil merchants defy us by sending their watchdog. Let's show them what guards are made of! Come here, you pathetic dog!
The game is over for you, Commander.
The right way to do it.
Do I have the time to return and see those dear to me?
Constantine, how are you feeling?
Death is on my doorstep, and all hope has flown through the window. Come closer. What ill tidings do you bring?
I thought you would like to know that the Coin Guard's attempt to take control of the island.
This is excellent, thank you, Kurt. Were it not for your loyalty, not only have you looked out for me, like always, but you have...
Yes. And if your highness would permit, I would like to relay our most sincere gratitude. Thanks to your message, the Mother Cardinal was able to by the grace of the Illuminated, the city is saved.
I was told that you were able to catch the commander.
Barely. But alas, his lieutenants managed to escape.
I care little for the underlings. The commander will pay for all of them. Do you happen to know the punishment we practice for treason? Oh yes, enough talk of ruffians. They failed, and for that...
If your highness is looking for a means to translate his gratitude, go.
I imagine that you shall name a new commander.
Yes. I will discuss the matter with loyalist officers, but I think I know who will be elected.
I hope it is someone whom we can trust.
We are well aware that the Guard's reputation. We will not make the same mistake twice. Sieglinde is solid and loyal.
You have my complete trust, Kurt. Before you leave, I must ask you something.
All right. I'm listening.
I do suffer, my fair cousin.
I suffer so horribly. Don't blame yourself. I know how much you do for me. Yet, I'm afraid that before the sickness... If only there was a way to eat...
I know of a healer. With powers that are it is rumored he can alleviate even the most. His village is west of the city.
One of our holy men lives in San Mateus. His healing powers are supposedly miraculous. Alas, it is a miracle we are in need of, my son.
If I may, Your Highness, we have the best physician. It shouldn't stop Father Petrus from praying for a miracle. It can't do any harm.
I'm nothing more than a sailor. I don't have much to offer when it comes to... As it would seem Teleme are prey for the Malachor, just like the Bridge Alliance. Perhaps it would be best to ask for aid from those not suffering from the plague.
The sailor's right. The holy men and the sages had their chance on the continent, and we all know how that went.
Thank you, as always, for your advice.
I'll follow the leads and find a way. Hold on. I'll be back as...
Karantz, do you need something?
I must leave you.
EnVtuber. Ovens up.
I need to speak with you, my child.
Yes, Petrus.
I've come up with a plan to put what we've learned about...
Do tell.
You will have to take part in a fight in the arena. And we must make... To do this, you'll have to face a champion.
That would effectively raise the odds. But the risk...
That may be the case. But the highest bets are based on the exact time of the defeat.
I see. We are going to make the Mother Cardinal believe that I will lose at a specific time.
And by doing so, you'll win something bigger than a fight.
This'll make her lose a considerable amount.
Exactly. I've even taken measures to... Without knowing it, she will come to me looking for gold in order to place her bet.
And she will be at our mercy. Is this how you settle scores in Thélème?
This is how all scores are settled, my child. Or on the battlefield. But that's much dirtier. So, what do you say?
It's a complicated plan, but an effective one.
Let's go back to the St. Matthias bookmaker. Your skills seem to interest him.